Hey YouTube, Harrison here. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. Today I'm going to be doing a movie review of Man of Steel. Now a lot of people have said that Man of Steel was supposed to have been the best movie of 2013, but I disagree. I mean, one of my coworkers, as well as friends, had asked me to go and do a movie review on this because we talk about this so much. We talk about how bad this movie was and the things that they could have done to go and fix it. So here's my review of Man of Steel. To me, Man of Steel was like the worst movie of 2013. Why? Because, first of all, it was not in chronological order. I mean, anyone and everyone that has known the Superman origin story knows about, Krypton and all that, but they did not even give you detail, or they didn't really touch on Clark Kent's life that much. They just they kind of just skipped ahead. It was just like, oh, okay, forget adolescence, forget him being grown and all of that. Hey, we're gonna just show you, this is where he's at now. He's being a drifter. He has to isolate himself from the world because he doesn't want anyone to know he has abilities. And it's like you never really got to see him discovering his abilities. I mean, you did, but it was like small glimpses with the flashbacks, and that's what I had a problem with. It was so many flashbacks, it was ridiculous. Like, why? It was like, oh, I looked at this beer can. It reminded me of that time I had to defend this damsel in distress at a bar, but I couldn't use my powers. Or he looked at something else. He saw a crayon. Oh, that reminds me of when I was in grammar school, and my abilities started going out of control, and I didn't know how to go and control them when I first discovered my powers. And it was just like no one, the director never really touched on like how and when he discovered his abilities, and then also like at what time or what age did he, learn how to control it. I mean, well, they did show you that, oh, hey, that he, found a way to cope and to control it, but it's like, okay, they never really showed you like his coming of age. That's what I had a problem with. That's one. And then like number two, General Zod's plan really didn't make any sense. It's like, why did he want to turn Earth into Krypton if on Earth, like the gravity makes you, like the gravity and like the sun's radiation and all that gives you like all these superhuman abilities and gives you the ability to fly. Why would you want to go and turn into Krypton? And why would you want it to be Krypton? In Krypton, they couldn't fly. They were pretty much like humans. They could not fly. They were really smart, but they couldn't fly. Why would you do it? No, I would leave Earth the way it is. I would like try and take over the Earth with my superhuman abilities. Like, why? And then another thing, the fights were so mediocre. You'd figure with all these superhumans, well, I know they're not humans, they're Kryptonians, but okay, these people with extraordinary abilities, I'll say that, are like flying around. You'd figure they would do like some very, the fight scenes would be very intense, but they were like so mediocre to me. It was just like, okay. And then like the fight with Zod, that was like, I think that could have lasted a little bit longer. And then like another thing, when he was fighting Zod, and then they get to the part where he had to go and save the humans from him, Superman had to save the humans from Zod's heat vision. How come he couldn't use his ice breath? So another thing I had a problem with too, see, he could have used his ice breath, but he didn't. But I know no one really touched on that. They didn't really touch on that either. Another thing that got me too was like, okay, he never knew that he could fly. Superman never knew that he could fly. He didn't start flying till like almost the end of the movie. And that made absolutely no sense. You figure you did everything else. You got the strength, you got the speed. Why did you not try to fly? It's like, why did you not try to discover this at some point in time in your life? And then it was like so many cliche things that they had on there. The "you're not my dad" cliche. Then the dad ends up dying. And another thing too, like with that, with the father dying, how come when the tornado came, that was like the perfect opportunity for him to use his abilities to save his dad. But instead of not using the abilities, he respected his father's wishes and let his father get killed. That was stupid. I'm sorry. That was so ridiculous. And then another thing. It's like, why in the world did they try and make it so dark and gritty like Batman? It is not Batman. It's Superman. I mean, yeah, I know Christopher Nolan had made it, but still, it's like, leave Batman, that Batman-esque type stuff in the Batman films. Do not try and put it in Superman. Superman is not supposed to be dark and gritty. Superman is supposed to be the, all-American hero, fighting for truth, justice, and the American way. He's not supposed to be emo Superman. He's like, oh my God, my parents are dead. I don't know what to do. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I'm sorry. All in all, I didn't enjoy the film. There were some things that could have been done better, but everybody wants to say it was just made to perfection, but I disagree. So, that's my rant / movie review of Man of Steel. So, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter at TeamInfamous7. So, this is Harrison signing off, saying good day and also good gaming, gamers.